Hey guys, Gary here from the Cartoon Nation, and welcome back to another video. Kind of outside, so I'm sorry about the wind, but I'm actually in town right now. Waiting for my ride to get done doing what she's doing. Damn. I left my cane fell on the ground. I gotta go down and pick it up because I'm not littering. That's one thing I hate about people, is they'll just throw like their cans and stuff like that all over, expecting other people to pick it up for them. It's like, bro, it's not their job. But I do want to thank the people that recently subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, stuff like that. I don't know, there's really no update to what's going on. There's nothing that's been happening. It's just a little intermediate type video. But Thursday, I plan on uploading the last part in my COD Evolution, and doing that, the reason it's not on my face is because I don't have a mask, so I'm not really going to show my face. But it's just, right now I'm walking around town waiting for my ride to get done doing what she's doing, come back, get me, and then we'll be leaving to do some shopping and stuff like that. Not a whole lot to do. I really don't know what to do. I plan on making more videos with at least COD, zombies, background content, something to watch while I talk. Right now I'm writing up a thing for the what was it? It was the history of a gun. I'm in the research phase of it. I need to find quotes and different stuff like that. I do want to go through the history and parallels of the actual World War II and COD Zombies. Do a lot of parallels there, and branch off of that a little bit. I plan on doing just copious amounts of research for a video and stuff like that. Again, when I get my computer, my videos will be 10 times better, so I'll be able to upload, edit, stuff like that. My videos, right now all I have is my phone. Now I do have a plan to start creating Minecraft videos and work on that. There won't be much to actually go on except for what I do upload. I have Minecraft at the moment, so there will be that. I want to start a Minecraft day where it's just nothing but Minecraft, no other games, nothing, just take a break, shut your mind off, and watch me play. Now, I will be playing it offline as well. Now, I'm not going to be like those Minecraft YouTubers that are like, oh, I did a little digging and have a whole chest full of like diamonds. It will be a strictly survival only Minecraft. Some episodes might be me just doing achievements, trying to get a certain achievement done. Other videos might be more survival based, where it's like, okay, I'm going out to find a village, or we're going down in the mines. I'll show you what my mines look like. This is where we left off. This is what I did, and stuff like that. Any big change, I will update and probably show you guys as soon as it's happening. But there's that. Once I get Black Ops 1, that part of the Zombie Evolution done, I will be recording and uploading more Black Ops 1 zombies. Now, there's some challenges on BO4 and BO3 I want to try. Like, one challenge I can think of at the moment is a survival challenge where there's no gobblegums at all, no elixirs. Then try to survive as long as possible in the spawn room. Try to survive as I can in like the temple in 9. Try to run through the entire map with as little gates open as possible. There are some achievements I can unlock for Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3. Do that. I do plan on, however, continuing my Board Up War veteran run through. I plan on completing that. Far Cry 5 has still been postponed till further notice. But I just want to say again, I do appreciate everyone for subscribing. We're up to like 20 something subscribers now. Really appreciate that. I do have a Patreon. If you want to buy tiers and stuff like that, you can talk to me personally on there. I have a Discord. You can talk to me on there. And it's just little things that I have that can help you guys and me communicate better. I started up a Kyoshi Nation Facebook page for the community. I haven't posted anything on it just yet, but that's up and running. When I get things to post on it, I'll post on it. So I'll keep you guys updated as much as possible with everything that's going on. Now, there's not a whole lot at the moment going on. It might be like whatever. Next month, I'll probably have a special guest on my channel. I don't know yet. I still have to talk to them about it. I do plan on, however, starting up like a podcast on Spotify. Just going through different questions I come across, different questions people ask me. Because I do have some like friends and whatnot watching my videos and going through it, like, what's your favorite like video you've made, and just different stuff like that. There's not a whole lot to ask or to say on that in just a normal video. But some of my videos I might be turning into audio only, and some of them might be both audio and video. But right now, the way my plate is, I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible, uploading my 2 times a week, doing live streams. Depending on what happens in the next couple months, the live stream date might be changing and whatnot, so keep up with that. There's not a whole lot to go over at the moment. Now, I might be, if you guys want, let me know in the comments down below if you want Forza content. If I do play Forza Horizon 4, let me know if you want that content. I play GTA 5. I really don't play story that much. I get online every once in a blue moon, do the wheel spin, drive around a little bit, collect some money, get off. So if you want a little bit of GTA 5 content, let me know. I could have that in the background, me driving or whatnot. And as I talk, Forza Horizon 4 is one of the biggest ones I play. Saints Row, I can bring that back. I'm probably going to take down the 1 episode I have on here, or I might redo that and go for a whole whatever on it. I do plan on breaking Far Cry 5 up into seasons. Like my break right now, I'm probably, when I do return to it, I'm probably going to break it into a season 2, episode 1 type thing, where it leaves off, where it picks up where I left off already. I know I'm not that far into season 1, but it's just whatever you see is what you get at this point. So there's that. I just felt like talking to you guys about my plans and what my plan for the channel was upcoming and stuff like that. Now, there's not a whole lot to uncover at the moment. I have more videos coming up and stuff like that, but it's not a whole hell of a lot, I guess you would say. It's more so like, what are you going to do in the next couple weeks versus a year or 2 down the line. Now, there's some theories I have about certain games and stuff like that. Like, one of my biggest ones is Five Nights at Freddy's. I drew a parallel where there wasn't really any parallel, but it makes sense just a little bit. And it was Five Nights at Freddy's versus Disney, because one of the biggest theories growing up was there was always the Disney Frozen theory, where Walt Disney was frozen in a Cairo freezer in the bottom of the Disney Dream Castle, and his head was frozen until they could bring him back to life. And well, after that started getting big, they came out with the movie Frozen. So now if you look up Disney Frozen, it's popping up the movie and not that theory. So it seems like they kind of made the movie, because it was shit quality, don't get me wrong. I watched it. It's not one of the best movies they came out with by any means. But in the same regard, it seems like they only did that movie to kind of push off the Disney Frozen theory. Whereas, like Five Nights at Freddy's, there's an actual Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria. There's one in existence. I forget the exact location of it. I don't recommend calling it, harassing them, whatever. Scott Cawthon already put out that he don't want none of that to happen. But if you look up Freddy Fazbear Pizza, you're not really finding that anymore. You're finding the game. Anything about the game, Five Nights at Freddy's. It kind of seems like they were going along the same lines as Disney Frozen, where with the game's success, they put it to where anything alluding to that restaurant and its history was pushed under a rug. So one of my biggest theories that I hold, I'm not saying it's factual, it's a theory, and theories are supposed to be fun and just entertaining in general. It's nothing like really factual or anything like that. But my biggest theory is that the events of the games are more nonfiction than what we would believe they would be. That there might have been a string of murders or disappearances at that actual Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, but Scott Cawthon came out with the game to hide all of that. I've never seen it surfaced in any video about that theory, so if that is more factual than just a theory, then I take full credit for it. But in the same regard, it's just there's not much going on with just different things in my life. It's been a slow drilling process for YouTube. My name, I put two different words in Japanese together. Kara meaning black, Shi meaning death. But looking up what it actually means together, it's to work yourself to death is what it actually means, like Black Death. Now, I'm not a master at Japanese language at all. I've learned a little bit through actual means of learning it, not just how a lot of people will watch an anime and be like, oh, I know what these words means. I know senpai and otaku and oni-chan and stuff like that. Like, it's just different words have different meanings. Different ways of saying it have different meanings. Like, I can teach you a little bit of Japanese, very, very limited. When my understanding of it, I know more German than Japanese any day of the week. And again, I went through learning the words and not watching films or TV shows with German in it, looking at the subtitles saying, oh, this is what Zigheil means, this is what Slumpen means, this is what Ashlock means, Fiek, Die, Der, Hound, Katze, Wolle. Like, I don't watch German films per se. It's not, it's a personal preference of mine. If there's an English version of it, yeah, I'll watch it. But a lot of times I don't watch movies in a foreign language. Now, there are some movies that are good that are in foreign language that have subtitles. I'm more of, I'll watch an English movie with subtitles so I can understand if I mishear something. I can read it and understand what they're trying to say, or at least try to comprehend what they're saying if I don't fully comprehend the words coming out of their mouths. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a psychopath, but that's beside the point. But no, like in German, the phrase Zigheil means hail to. That's what it means. Like, if you're hailing to a picture of Jesus, you mean Zigheil, which is hailing to that image, which would be Jesus or Buddha or whatever image is in front of you when you say it. Now, another biggest thing is like Eule means owl, elephant means elephant, hound means dog, cat's a cat. I went through actual means of talking, of learning it to learn what they mean, not how a lot of people say they've learned a language and they just watch a show with it in it. There's some other points in it. Like, one language I've always wanted to learn was Latin. I have actual textbooks written in Latin in a first, second, and fourth year college Latin course textbooks to actually learn the language, the meanings, the makeup, stuff like that. So it's less of I know what this means because I watched this show versus I know what this means because I've actually learned it through college courses and basic learning steps, learning curves in it. Like, one of the biggest Latin phrases that we think we know is carpe diem. It's not to actually seize the day. That's not the actual meaning. It means to pluck the day. That is the real translation of it. We've dumbed it down in English to mean seize the day. Now, there's a bunch of Greek gods and stuff like that that come from Latin words, like Narcissus. That's where our word narcissist comes from. It's Narcissus, which is a Greek legend of a guy that was so wrapped up in himself that he would refuse any advances from any women. And when he looked into a river and saw a reflection of himself, he became so asphyxiated on it that he actually died there, and a flower sprouted in his place after he decomposed. That's where the Narcissus flower comes from, that legend. Now, arachnids, I can't remember the actual lady's name. It was something similar to arachnid, but she believed that she was the best one spinning silk into patterns. The goddess of love, I want to say it was Athena. That's not right. Aphrodite, I believe it is. I'm not 100% sure. I cannot remember at the moment. But the goddess of love is who it was. She was also the goddess of weaving. She came down and challenged her. Well, she ended up getting beat. And she got so mad that she turned the lady that beat her into a spider to spin webs every day. And that's the legend behind how spiders came to be and stuff like that. Like, there's a bunch of Greek legends that are actually pretty amazing. Like, you'd be surprised that they're here and now and what's going on. But there's also a lot of just different legends throughout time and history and different religions and stuff like that that just are really interesting. Now, a lot of people consider like Greek, Roman, Celtic, Egyptian, Irish, all mythological. What is it? Mythology. That's what it is. Legend of myth. I mean, the study of myths is mythology. They would be like, oh, Egyptian mythology, Celtic mythology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, stuff like that. But like, I believe in the Bible. I don't force it down people's throats. If they want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I don't, like, everyone knows that I believe in God and Jesus and stuff like that. But my same worldview applies to any modern day religion, whether it is Judaism, Christianity, Mormons, Muslims, anything like that, I still believe it falls under the mythology thing. It may not be considered a mythology because it's fairly recent, actually. Like, it's the last, like, few thousand years they've all sprouted up. But I think the main thing between those and, like, the Greek mythology, the Roman mythology, the not Catholic mythology, but Irish mythology, Norse mythology, all of that, Japanese mythology, is because they are way older and no one practices them anymore. So they kind of fell off, and that's where the dividing line is. Whether some people practice it or not, if no one practices it anymore, it's a mythology, whereas if people do, it's not a mythology. It's a religious belief. Now, I'm probably going to get hate for that, but I really don't care. It's my personal view, the way I see things, my opinion. So if you don't like my opinion, then it's not for you. But in the same regard, like, I still like learning about it because I believe, like, Roman, I know Greek and Roman are weaved together, but like Egyptian, Nordic, it, what was it? Irish. I feel like they were all weaved from one stem, basically, but has their own personal twist in whatever to it. Like, in Greek mythology, we have Zeus, which is the god of lightning. Nordic mythology, we have Thor, the god of thunder, which is also the god of lightning. But if you look at Greek, we also have Apollo, which is the god of the sun, whereas Ra in Egyptian mythology or Amun-Ra. Not many people call him that anymore, but Amun-Ra is his proper name. But we normally just call him Ra. He's the he's the god of the sun. Each one has their own head deity, whether it be Zeus, Odin, Ra. I don't really know what Irish head deity would be, but there's that. Like, we have Aphrodite. She is the goddess of fertility. In Irish mythology, it is Danu. She is one of the top 3 sisters in it, kind of like how Greek has the 3 brothers. Irish has 3 sisters. We also, if you go look at Aphrodite, the goddess of love, there's Freya in Greek mythology. Not Greek mythology, but Nordic mythology. That's the goddess of love as well. In Greek mythology, we have Hades, which is the god of hell, the god of death. In Egyptian mythology, there's Horus, which is the god of hell and god of death. Well, god of the underworld and afterlife is what he is there, whereas it's underworld in Greek. But in the same regard, there's so many different, like, parallels. The reason I'm not really saying Roman any is because they're more like Jupiter is Zeus, Mercury is Ares, Pluto is Hades. Each one of the planets is a different god or goddess. Juno, that is Hera. Like, there's all those parallels between each mythology. And I feel like they were more created, as well as any religion out there, was more created for our mortal minds to understand this world and everything on the outside. Now, there's people that believe in science with the Big Bang and stuff like that. Not saying that's wrong, not saying it's right. It's one of the beliefs. But also, if you look at it, in Christianity, it was God who created it. I don't really know any other religion that Christianity, Islamic religion, and Judaism, they all believe in God, the one God. But in stuff like Greek, Roman, Irish, Nordic, and Egyptian, they believe in gods and goddesses, as in multiple. They are a what is it? Poly something, a poly deity religion. I want to say it is. Whereas like Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Israelic, they're all a mono deity religion, which is basically the mono deity religions are believe in one person that rules everything, whereas the poly deity religions believe that there is multiple that rule everything. Like, one of the biggest stories that we'll ever learn in school was about what's his name? Prometheus, the god that got shunned from Mount Olympus for bringing us humans fire. Whereas there's 101 different other gods and goddesses in Greek. Like, you have Hera, you have Zeus, Poseidon, Hades. You have what are some other ones? Aphrodite, Hephaestus. I can't think of his name right offhand, but he's the god of wine and chaos. You have Ares. I still can't think of it. It starts with a D. Dionysus. You have Dionysus. You have like just a bunch of different ones that are there to talk about. If you ever wanted me to do a deep dive in a certain religion, I will. I'll look at different points of religion, what their beliefs, what their anti-beliefs are, how it parallels to different religions in general, the pros and cons, the same differences of certain religions and the other religions that also are around that time in space. But, and like, it's just, I like doing that. Religions, cults, all that different stuff was always interesting to me. I just find fascination within that, because it's just because I believe in one religion doesn't mean I can't learn about another, or it doesn't mean that this religion is very different than that religion versus as similar as they don't seem to appear but might be. Like, one thing that I know is Judaism believes in the Torah, which is the Old Testament of Christianity. And Catholicism, I think that's the name of it, Catholicism. They believe in extra books that are not in the Protestant Bible. So there's a big difference there. Israeli text, Islamic text, I guess the proper name for it. They believe in the Holy Bible, but also they have a third book that goes with it. And also Mormons believe in the Bible, but also have the Book of Mormon that goes with it, where
the Mormons believe that there was a guy named John Smith that came over to America, and God told him where to find these tablets. I think they were gold tablets. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But he came and looked at it and stuff like that. But I will look at more just different like parallels and differences of any religion that you guys submit down below. Now, there's not a whole lot to get to, basically, but it's still quite interesting in the same regard as anything else. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, a little bit of a heads up of what's going on, what I'm planning, stuff like that. Just talk to you guys for a minute. This will be an early release video, whereas Thursday video is still on its way. I'm recording this the same day I'm going to upload it. So we're getting 2 videos today because today is Monday. But in the same regard, I'm sorry for the wind. I know it sucks, but it's just almost out. So really nothing much I can do at the moment about the wind. But I'll let you guys know where I stand, and I'll see you guys in the next one.